Well, Santos, you mentioned in the other video, you said that if I continue gambling, that I'm going to end up in a prison that I'm not going to be able to get out of. That's my warning to you. If you don't change your behavior is going to continue rewiring a neurological pattern, a pathway where it's just going to continue to strengthen and strengthen itself to the point where you're going to feel like you're in a prison that you're not going to be able to get out of. Think about this prison with me for a moment. The thought of shame, thinking about shame, how shameful you feel about what you're doing. What about the loss of confidence? When you lose your confidence, how does that affect you? How is that going to affect you? What about the prison of losing money, of money losses? The prison of perpetual money loss. Can you imagine what all of this is doing to you? See, now you may be distracted, but you're not thinking about these things. This is what's happening in the background. And eventually this trauma that you're bringing upon yourself, this dark, heavy trauma that you're bringing upon yourself, it's going to come to fruition. It's going to harvest in your life somewhere. And you can only shove it under the carpet. You can only hide it for so long. This garden that you're growing is going to produce some plants. It's going to have a harvest. You're going to have a crop from this thing. The mental prison is a horror story in and of itself, because you may not even realize that you're in a prison. At least now you came across this video, you stumbled across this video, and you're listening to this crazy preacher here talk about the devastations of problem gambling. Problem gambling is a big fat lie. It is a deception. It is a bully. It is taking you for everything you've got. And believe me, if it rewires if this experience, this whole process of money loss and shame and hiding and stealing and avoiding, if that is something that you want to avoid, you may be experiencing it right now. If it's something that you want to avoid in its highest, at its highest level, partner, this is the place to hang out right here. This is the place where you're going to get PNGZ, straight from the source. Permanent no gambling zone, straight from the source. Or else, you already know what the alternative is to joining my community, to being a part of this community, to bettering yourself, to changing your behavior, through changing the way you think, through changing the trigger, or before the trigger, or when the trigger hits, or before the trigger, before the temptation, so that you're ready when the temptation hits, you're ready when the trigger hits. Make sense to you? If it does, let me support you in some way. Be sure to subscribe. Turn your notifications to all. A thumbs up, a comment, a share. Most importantly, think about what I just shared with you in this video. Watch this video 5 times if necessary. Watch it 10 times if necessary. That prison is a horror. It's not a story. Somebody said it's a horror story. No, it's not. It's reality. And it could be in your life right now, or headed that way when you're not careful. Stay here. I'm going to show you the way. It's your decision. I'll see you at the top on the inside.